Okay, so am I the only person who feels extremely awkward talking to a camera? Hey guys, welcome back to another Travel Tip Tuesday. My name is Karen and I am here to give you the most of the travel tips that I've learned on my adventures. Now, if you're just joining me and if you're new, thank you so much for watching. I know there is a ton of videos out there saturated that deal with solo travel and, people who've been doing it for a long time. I wanted to share with you today some of my travel essentials that have helped me out tremendously on all of my travels that I've done. So they're in no particular order, so let's get started. So one of my very first travel essentials I'm actually wearing right now is a scarf. So a scarf is absolutely necessary. It keeps you warm. It protects you when there's sun out if you don't have a hat. A lot of the things that I'm going to mention I really like that are mobile and compact, so it's not bulky and you can easily put it in a backpack. Travel pillows, I enjoy travel pillows, but to be honest, if you were going to pack light and don't want the extra bulk, then I would recommend a scarf because you can fold it in, sleep on it. What else have I used it with? I think I've used it as a top before when I ran out of clothes in a hostel. Yeah, it's a long story. So I really recommend a scarf. It's versatile and you can use it in pretty much any weather. So the next one would be deodorant and a toothbrush. Really, I mean, you could be stuck in a terminal, or have a layover of, I don't know, maybe 10 hours. You never know. It could be really sticky, really humid, and honestly, I just personally like having my toothbrush and my deodorant with me because that's really the one way I feel clean. So the third thing would be any kind of medication that is headache, if you are prone to allergies or seasickness, whatever kind of sickness, always have these on hand with you because they're necessary. Keep band-aids as well. I usually keep one of the small first aid kits that you can put in your backpack, and that's really honestly has helped and saved me from a lot of situations. It doesn't matter. I've gotten sick in Mexico, I've gotten sick in Spain, and even in the US. So always have some sort of medication, especially if you're not going to be around a hospital. So the next thing is having a guidebook or a book that has some tips on just simple phrases. Honestly, I'm a very fervent believer that you need to know these most essential phrases for whatever country you're going to be going to. I think that most of the Western world is accustomed to people speaking English, and honestly guys, no. There's a lot of people who really still don't speak English, and it's really not fair that we go into their country and expect for them to speak in our language. This was a book that was given to me when I went to Spain. It actually has Catalan and some Spanish in there. I recommend really having a guidebook, your way around the city, wherever you're going to. I love and tend to be one of these travelers that love to get lost in the city, but within, relatively safe terms. So I always like to do my research a little bit before I go into any location, just so I'm a little familiar. So the next thing, of course, are having some sunglasses. I don't think I have to really make mention more of this. Protect your eyes. I live in Colorado right now, and even if it's snowing, I can still be blinded by the sun. Really, I could. So keep your sunglasses with you at all times. It'll protect you. And when you're really sleepy and on the plane and you just want to sleep, just put on your glasses. No one's gonna say anything, trust me. So the next thing, have some sort of gum or mints. This is for the plane ride when your ears pop with the cracking in your ears on the flight. So the next thing comes in pairs. It would be having some sunscreen and some sort of lip balm. Again, it's super important to protect your skin wherever you go, and help tips as well. You might find your skin being really, really dry, or needing that extra moisture. So it's definitely very important to keep your skin hydrated. I was kind of hesitant to see if I wanted to include it in my travel essentials, I guess, on your carry-on, but it would be to have one of these travel locks. So I love having travel locks, and I keep them, especially if I'm going to be going to a hostel or a place, that's a little remote. I usually tend to go on like Airbnb and stay in jungle tree. But this is kind of important to have to keep your valuables safe. You obviously don't want your things stolen while you're abroad. And then how I mentioned in my last video, journal. You may come across some pretty wild and amazing things, so you don't want to miss out on any of it. Trust me. Then the last and most important thing is, have your passport with you and your documents, and have some cash with you on hand. No matter where I go, I always have to have cash in my home currency and also in the other host country's currency. Usually take out about $100. You can take less, you can take more. It really depends on you. And another recommendation is getting a passport holder. I don't have the one to show you that I have, but this is awesome to just conceal your passport, your information, your cash, important documents. And you basically put it under your shirt. You can put it around your waist. I have a pretty simple one that I really bought for like $5, but they are super important. I'm currently stuck in a polar vortex and a blizzard that's just kind of terrible. And if you are headed somewhere tropical, I am quite jealous of you. So that is all, guys. I really hope this video was useful. Now, with all of that being said, I want to hear from you. So this is your call to action. What are some of the most essential things that you take with you on your backpack, in your purse? What are things you cannot live without? Comment below. I'd love to interact with you. Leave your Instagram name if you follow me on Instagram. If not, I will leave my social media links down below as well. Until next time, eat, travel, and explore your world.